Okay, this is Ms. Cicero coming from Einstein High School. We're looking at Unit 2, Topic 3, Question 43. Old MacDonald has a farm with cows and goats. Each day, Old MacDonald collects 106 gallons of milk. Each cow produces 12 gallons of milk, and each goat produces 1 gallon of milk. Each day, the cows and goats eat 420 pounds of food. Each cow eats 50 pounds of food, and each goat eats 2 pounds of food. Let C represent the number of cows. Let G represent the number of goats. Write a system of equations to model this situation. Okay, so we need two equations. And let's think about all the information we have. We have 106 gallons of milk. Okay, so we have information about gallons. And then we have, so our 106 gallons of milk, so that's 12 for the cows and 1 for the, so we have G, the variable, we have G for gallons, all right? And then we also have information about pounds. So 420 pounds of food, and we know that cows eat 50 pounds of food and goats eat 2 pounds of food. So we're going to have an equation for both of those different pieces of information. Okay. Let's start with the gallons. We know that cows produce 12 gallons of milk, so 12 gallons per cow. And we know that goats produce 1 gallon of milk. So I'm just going to put G goat 1G. And we know that the number of gallons of milk altogether is going to be 106 gallons. Okay. The next equation we're going to do is representing the pounds of food. So we know that cows eat 50 pounds, so 50 pounds per cow, and goats eat 2 pounds, so 2 pounds per goat, for a total of 420 pounds of food. So that's going to be our system of equations. My hint to you is to look for different pieces of information. So the gallons had to go with the gallons. So 106 gallons went with 12 gallons, which went with 1 gallon. That was our first equation. And then we had the pounds, and notice all the pound information went together. So 420 went with 50 and 2. So they have to match. And so be very careful of that as you go to solve and write your system of equations. Okay. Determine how many pounds those Old MacDonald has. So what we need to do is solve this system of equations. Okay. And again, I'm going to use substitution to do this. And what I'm looking for in my equations is one that can be easily solved for a variable. And so what I notice is this lone G here. And since G is by itself, I'm going to move everything else away from it, and I'm going to set that equation equal to G. Once I have G by itself, I can use it to substitute into our other equation. So I'm going to say G is equal to 106 minus 12C. So I subtracted 12C from both sides. Okay. Now that G itself, we're going to substitute that expression into our other equation for G. So let's do that. So I'm going to say 50C plus 2 times 106 minus 12 to 420. And you want to be careful when you use substitution, make sure you substitute into the equation you didn't use, okay? All right, let's simplify that. I need to distribute here. So I'm going to multiply both of those numbers in the parentheses times 2. So we end up with 50C plus 212 minus 24C equals 420. All right, let's see what we can simplify on the left side. I have two different C values. Okay, so that's going to be 212, and 50 minus 24 is going to be 26, so plus 26C equals 420. Now we have a two-step equation. I'm going to subtract 212 from both sides. And I have 26C is equal to, that's going to be 420 minus 200 is 220, minus 12 is 208. And then I'm going to divide 208 by 26. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head, so let's do that. 208 divided by 26 is going to give us a value of 8. So we know that C is equal to 8. And since we know the number of cows was 8, we can use that to figure out the number of goats. All right, and we know that the number of goats, let me give myself some more room here, is going to equal, right here it says goats equals G is equal to 106 minus 12C. But now we know C. C is 8. So I'm going to substitute G is equal to 106 minus 12 times 8. And let's see what we get. 12 times 8 is 96. And 106 minus 96 is equal to 10. So G must equal 10. And we've answered the question. It's a word problem. So let's write a sentence. There are 8 cows and 12 goats. Okay, and that'll do it for question 43.